So we just had the kickoff press conference for Mayweather Pacquiao. Now, the first thing is, I didn't realize until now that this fight is actually going to be a co-promotion between Mayweather Promotions and Top Rank. So for all those people who have been saying for all these years that Floyd Mayweather didn't fight certain fighters because they were signed to Bob Arum and he refuses to work with Bob Arum, well, those people were obviously wrong, because he is willing to work with Bob Arum and he is willing to fight Bob Arum fighters. This fight right here proves it. So that's that myth busted right away. As far as how the press conference itself went and all the speaking and stuff like that, it was what you would expect. Everyone was fairly cordial, except for Steven Espinoza, who's the president of Showtime Sports. He sent quite a few not so sly digs at Team Pacquiao and HBO. Right? Steven Espinoza, he weren't playing nice. He had his gloves off and he was sending some pretty sly digs, pretty sly shots at Team Pacquiao and HBO. But everyone else, for the most part, was very respectful. Leonard Ellaby made a comeback. I don't know where Ellaby's been. I mean, I thought he got fired by Floyd, but apparently he's back for this fight. All the guys who spoke. Freddie Roach obviously said we're going to kick Mayweather's butt or whatever, but he also said that Mayweather's the best fighter of in the world right now. So that is what it is. Bob Arum was up there waffling on and on for God knows how long, like 10, 15 minutes about the Holocaust and just I don't know what the hell his point was, but Bob Arum was getting up there waffling nonsense. And Pacquiao got up there, very humble, his usual thing. And Mayweather, apart from talking about the fact that he's never lost, maybe he's trying to plant seeds of doubt in Pacquiao's head early on. Apart from that, Mayweather himself was very respectful. He wasn't disrespectful or anything like that. He wasn't really throwing any sly shots apart from talking about his undefeated record and, insinuating that because Pacquiao's lost, the losses are going to be in his head when they fight. But, that's not really, to me, anything untoward or whatever. It's just him trying a little psychological game. But with Steven Espinoza, I'm telling you, man, Espinoza wasn't playing around. But most of you probably seen the press conferences for yourselves by now. If not, you're going to be watching it shortly. And other than that, people are obviously going to be talking about the body language of the fighters when they were facing off. And I'm telling you right now, people are reading way too much into the whole thing. Floyd Mayweather got up there. I've already heard some people comment about this. And people saying Floyd's voice was cracking. He's nervous. He's this, that, and the other. Listen, Floyd is not a great public speaker. If you haven't heard Floyd talking publicly and heard his voice cracking and all that kind of stuff before, then you obviously haven't watched many Mayweather speaking engagements, because that's how Floyd is. Floyd is not a good public speaker. His voice often cracks. He often has that look like people say he looks like he's about to cry. He obviously isn't, but that's how Floyd is when he speaks publicly. He's not a good public speaker. So don't read too much into that. It's the same when they had the basketball game and Mayweather and Pacquiao met at the basketball game a few weeks back, and people were saying, oh my God, Pacquiao looked nervous next to Mayweather. And Mayweather and Pacquiao are two massively experienced fighters. They've been in massive fights before. They're coming towards the end of their careers. There is absolutely nothing in the lead up to this fight that is going to phase either one of them. Okay, they're way too experienced for that. They're both mature guys, like in their mid to late 30s. None of this stuff is going to phase them. None of it is going to have any bearing on how the fight is going to go. So all those people reading into all these body language and all this stuff, concentrate on doing that kind of stuff when you're looking at less experienced fighters who haven't fought at the level that these guys have fought at for the length of time they've fought at this level. If you're looking at less experienced fighters, then yeah, you can notice certain things and you wonder how it's going to affect them in the fight. But with two guys as experienced as these, there's nothing in the build up to this fight that's going to make any difference in terms of face-offs and all this kind of stuff, trash talking. None of this is going to make any difference to their performances in the ring. Right? They're way too experienced for all that to let anything like that affect them. So yeah, overall, I'm glad the press conference didn't go on for too long. It was okay, I guess. Ellaby's back. I thought he was fired, but apparently he's back for this fight. And Bob Arum waffled on for like 10 minutes about the Holocaust, just randomly. So there you go. Drop your comments below. Let me know how you felt about the press conference. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.